Okay, welcome to another recording of Stellaris Apocalypse. The last video was my angriest video. The video before that, I dropped my first F-bomb. It gets very frustrating when you're at the place you need to be to continue the game, and then the game throws you a curveball and kicks you in the balls. I just lost a large chunk of my empire to a revolt of the robots, and then some other empires came in and conquered my own territory and laid claim to it. I don't know how they laid claim to it. This empire is literally on the opposite side of the galaxy. I can't even find this one. It's probably right next door, but I can't see it. It has like a weird mesh looking cube. I can't seem to find its low. Oh, there it is. Right, it's on the opposite again, on the opposite side of the galaxy. So these two, this blue one and this dirty looking one, I'm not even sure what color that is, have laid claim to territories that have nothing. And even this one here has laid claim to my territories because they took out the robots that took over my territory. Now what I'm doing is I'm waiting to... Holy crap, look at that. Just from having a... What? I didn't realize that's how... Okay. I'm going to have to deal with this. In 2586.6, I can start a war against the robots again. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think... Yeah, okay, that might... No, did it work? No, it didn't. I didn't send my troop ships out to conquer the planet, and I think that's why they kept them after the war. I was so frustrated about the war in the first place, I completely forgot about troop transports. And in doing so, didn't reconquer the planets they took. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the 3 fleets in. So they've dropped almost half because of the I will split that, and I will disband half of them, and then I will redo this. I need to get rid of 9. Yeah, I will disband those. 3. Okay. There we go. They're back up to fleet power again. Okay. Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. Exactly where I needed to be, and then I got attacked internally. And then these aliens laid claim. So what I've done is I've left the Federation, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly attack separate entities. So the Shebek, I'm pretty sure I'm not friends with anyone. Let's have a look at the S. Scroll, please, scroll. The Shebek. Oh! Oh, well, it's only a small coalition, so... Yeah, have a closed border with me. So if I attack these lot... Yeah. So I'm going to attack them and wipe them out. Their allies will come to the defense. But I'm going to take them out. I'm going to have to. It's the only way I can expand my territory. I did start this off as a Federation friendly build, and that just backfired on me. I just lost everything. So, yeah, look at that. These were all like, just for the entire, like that's halfway. It's 400 months for that to do, or over 400 months. I had this down to 100 months. Then this happened, and they took out a large chunk of my research sector. What's this? Okay. So as soon as I've got 10 months left, as soon as that 10 months is over, I'm going to attack. Well, they can shake someone else's hand, because I'm not interested. Okay. I can't see any military fleet, and considering that my fleet's sensors do cover a large thing, I'm not sure where their fleets are hiding. You can see, oh there you go, I was so zoomed in. So that's my sensor range, so I can't see any alien fleets. So I don't know. Yeah, see, all these aliens are claiming my territory. They've never set foot in my territory, yet they're claiming it as their own. So I'm over peace, I'm over trying to get along with everyone. Everyone's taking from... See, they're all making claims. They're claiming my systems. They've never actually set foot in them. I don't understand how the game's calculating this. Maybe they're trying to piss me off so I'll go to war with them, so that they can take it through war. Maybe that's the game's premise. I don't know. Quebec. I forgot to check where their allies were hidden. Okay, I can start the war in a few months. QRS Quebec. Okay, the others are the Yuri and United. So Yuri and United. So where the Yuri? Oh, lucky I don't care. Yuri. I don't see the Yuri anywhere nearby. With my luck, they are. Yuri. I don't see them. So they're not in this general area. Yuri. No. United. Oh, here they are, up here. So they're way off. They've probably got a huge ass military from the size of their... Oh, that's the one that wants to be... That's the one that asked me to join their federation. Fleet power is overwhelming. What are the odds? I now have the max number of star bases because I just went and built a whole heap to try to reinforce my capacity, my naval capacity. I will pause this because I'm a month away. So what I want to do is I'll show you what I want to do with my naval capacity. Naval capacity +4. Bam. So now it's got 4 by 6. So 6, 12, 24. That's going to go up by 24. Which means I get that minus I had before. If I rebuild those ships I deleted, it won't affect me because I'll have 24 more. Now once one of these builds, I just need one to build, I can actually build something up in here that will... There you go, another 2. So yeah, so if I build all of these space stations up with naval capacity, and they don't get attacked, because I don't actually have any defenses on them. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. I am going to check when I actually can start the war, to the date. 6:23, and that's what I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna slow it down actually as it gets to 6:20. Okay, slow down. Yeah, I'll slow down actually. I'm gonna take this war pretty slow. Okay, and boom, war. Where the hell's... Hey, what the hell? Pause. Where'd the war option go? Up the top. Oh. Now, conquer. Conquer? Manage claims. I can't claim my own systems back. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe no war goals have been set. I want to claim. Click on war goal and select it. Our enemy has not yet selected war goals. Of course not. I want to claim! That's my goal! I want to claim! Oh. As you may have noticed, I'm a bit upset. Just a tiny bit. Okay, I am going to do this. Then once this fleet has moved to here. Hang on, wait a minute, pause. What the hell happened here? Who owns this now? What's going on? When did this was theirs a second ago. Don't need sealant, don't need star bases, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I will split this in half. I will send you over here. I will send you here. And then we'll start the game again. So the military... You? Why aren't you moving? Okay. So they will keep these systems occupied. Okay. Okay, cool. This actually seems to be working. Now I think the reason I didn't get these back before is because I didn't actually send my troops down. So this time I'm going to send my troops down, make sure I conquer their planets. I think my troops should be stronger than theirs. We'll have to wait and see. Actually, is this one... This one's closer, so I'll... Oh wait, what the... Ah, my symbol. Okay, good. That's my symbol. Okay, my fleet was moved ahead of them, so... Are they smart enough to leave? Ah, okay, cool. So hopefully my fleet will attack and... Okay. So they've only got one planet. What's their... Okay. Is that this one? Land your armies and kick their asses. No, go away. So let's have a look. Oh, they've got one military. And it's 4 damage, and these are like 27. Okay. Awesome. So this one can go here now. Again, one system. Land armies. These ones took a bit of damage, but land armies. This should end the war immediately. I should claim their planets. Okay. BAM! Okay, so this... Okay. Now what I'm gonna do... Ah, see, I've reclaimed a starbase that I lost. Oh, go away! That hasn't actually done anything. How much does it cost to build an anchorage? 100. So every time I get 600, I'm going to upgrade the anchorages. And I'm going to get that up. I can do research to get my star bases up. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now that I know the importance of a starbase, I'm going to focus on that. Oh. Good, automatically decline it. I'm going to repair all my fleets. So every time I get 600, actually no, yeah. What's the penalty here? Upkeep, but this is the upkeep. It doesn't affect minerals. That's why my minerals didn't drop. The upkeep is by, and again, I've got my energy storage, energy output extremely high. Okay, let's see if I can pause this. Manage my sectors. I think I've been filming for 20 minutes. I've been so frustrated and upset the entire time about this war. I completely lost. I'm gonna have to check. Okay, so if that was an invasive program, I've got two different types of robots. If that was an invasive program, maybe the robot rebellion happens no matter what this version, because I'm pretty sure the last version, before I upgraded, was I can't even think. The last version, you could actually give your robots civil rights and they wouldn't revolt because they were happy that you were giving them freedom. That's my recollection. Oh, can I do this? Okay, that was my capital the last time. At least I can actually reclaim most of my sector into their respective. I had that as a technology, mineral, and research. At least I can do that. Put them back to where they were. These were my sectors, but I'm going to give them to the research so they will look after that. If anything's destroyed, they will rebuild it. So let's have a look at what I have to deal with. This one. Where is that one? Is this right there? Is that one? Yep, that's that one. Okay, I am going to pause this. Actually, no, I'll play it, but slowly. I'll go down the speed. I will go through all my planets, which will take a while. And I'll close all this off because I'm not looking at that, I'm looking at this. Okay, so Earth is no longer my capital? When did this happen? Oh, there it is, capital. Okay, awesome. So I am going to go through these and make sure that the surface is good. And this is something you have to do, or you don't have to do, but you might want to do after a war. I'll show you why. Once I get to one that I saw earlier, you'll see why you've got to do this. Especially if you want to, if you like to micromanage your empires. So I think these people would be slightly unhappy to be next to a robot. Not they don't seem to care to be sharing the overseers. Sharing the world with their previous overseers. So -2 energy. Now every planet I had plus food and plus energy. So obviously the energy mine has been destroyed. So we'll go to this planet, and you can see some of the buildings were wiped out in the bombardment when the robots attacked. What's this? Nexus. Robots are good on mineral. So you want to swap... What's this? Disassembled. Okay, so they're going to be gone. The robots are going to be completely removed from the civilization altogether. I was more than happy to keep them on there. I'm more than happy to give robots equal rights. It's just that my governing ethic doesn't allow it. I picked the wrong ethic when I started the game. So I am going to build a Paradise Dome if that has been destroyed. Paradise Dome. Oh, I don't have a capital building. I've got to rebuild the ship. Reassembled ship bits. There we go. Yes. So I've got to reassemble the ship. That's the thing that's going to be built. Have a look at the... Since I can't actually do what I want on this planet just yet, I will check the other planet. I think there was only... Oh no, there's the habitats. I don't think these were touched in the war. I don't remember them being affected in any way. Yeah, these are my home system habitats, and they never attacked Earth full on. Okay, and Earth itself should be fine. Okay, so before I go into another sector, I want to make sure that this planet is sorted out. So I will just speed this up enough that this building will build, and then I'll slow it down again. We'll see what happens. Come on. Doesn't seem to have changed much, has it? Okay. Someone died. Was it a scientist? Yep. Ah, it's the ship scientist. I don't care. I'm not using the ship for anything, so it doesn't really bother me. I will eventually build up whatchamacallits. If my brain actually functioned, I'd die from the shock of it. I will build up my science ship fleet and then put the science ships in orbit of planets and assist research, because I need to boost my research. It was at 600 plus. This was close to 600, but it was in the 500 range, and this was 600 plus. So I really need to get my science back up there. I got my science nexus back, and that helps for a small empire, but for a large empire, the nexus would be quite, you know, yeah. I don't know if I can claim this. It was capital. Their what happened to the rest of... Huh? They got 4 planets. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, they got the habitats, no? Refuge. 4. What happened here? How can that be their capital? Where'd they come from? I can only assume their species came to my empire as refugees. I'm assuming when the revolt happened, they were a large portion of the population, and that's how they got the planetary system to themselves. That's only a guess. Yeah, got all sorts of human. Oh, why are they unhappy? Let's have a look. Planet habit. What's the planet type? Desert world. Why colonize a desert world if you're not going to be happy there? It's like going to the moon and suffocating to death and being pissed off that you suffocated to death on the moon because you can't live there. Why would you inhabit a planet you are not happy with? The AI doesn't make sense. Okay, so if that's their capital, this might be their capital. That could be why. No, it's not their capital. They just took it because they're pricks. Okay. Democratic. Okay, now what was I... Oh, that planet. I have to go back to that planet. Make sure that this one is... Okay, it's gone. Can I build the alien zoo? Yes, I can. I want... I've got enough food, but I'm still building population. So I'll build the farm. The Paradise Dome, sorry. I will build... Actually, I will cancel that. And I'll build it here, because there's more food on that tile. I will turn this one into... that. Building, 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 building. I have enough energy, don't I? Yeah, but no minerals, so I'm going to build a mineral there. And as soon as the population goes there, the energy will go up. So it doesn't matter if you're producing 100 energy there. There's no population on there to work it. You're not going to receive it. Okay. Let's have a look at the next sector. The Alpha Centauri sector. I've got a whole heap of habitats here. A whole... Oh, maybe I lost a few. I'm pretty sure I had more than that. Okay, so my capital should have been Alpha Centauri, obviously. That's where I started, but this prick stole it. So let's have a look. Okay, so everything seems to be alright there. Okay, I'll leave that as is for now. If I have to change something later, I will. Such as this. I will build a farm. Can I build a paradise dome? I have to build a shield. So I don't think these... They can't actually build themselves if there's nothing for them to build from. So until I build the ship shelter for them, I don't think do I have it already? Where is it? Do I have a capital? I can't see the little prongs coming off the side. Basic lab, hydroponic mining, stronghold. Where's the ship? Okay, what's this? This is a physics lab, mining, engineering nothing, energy nothing. Oh, it's right there. They are building it. They are building it themselves. I didn't realise they could do that. I will click on this just to get rid of it. I realise this isn't as good as I'd hope. Oh, okay, this should help because I've just come out of a war. This will give them plus 30 happiness. Yep, it worked. So that will make my population happy, and that will be a buffer zone. So over the next couple of years, their happiness should rise naturally, but this should just be a buffer for the after-war unhappiness, I think, if it hasn't changed too much. Okay, I have to wait for that to build, so I'm going to the next planet, or habitat. I'm not worried about the -1 food. Again, I can increase the outflow of food and it will be fine. So the habitats might all be minus... See, it's not even a full food. It might be half a food. So it's not actually registering as a minus... It's actually at 0. Oh, there you go. We produce 11... Yeah, so it's 0.8 of a food. More than... so the habitats don't seem to have been damaged in any way, which is just good. There we go. A food. I need to produce... Where... I will delete this and put a farm there. There we go, problem solved. That will bring that up to -1. So that was habitat, Leviathan shelter. That one, so the one underneath that. Minus, so that's good. Okay, they're exactly the same size. Why this is producing slightly more food, I could not say. Maybe they're happier. If they're not as happy, they won't produce as much food. So let's see. Yeah, so slightly less happiness here. Where's the food production? 100%. Here you go. That's where I've lost a percentage of food production, because they're not 100% happy. As stupid as that sounds. Okay. Food production. They won't rebuild their food production as long as I have food in excess. Now, where is... Are they building the ship? No. Okay, so as far as I can tell, each sector will only build one building at a time. So if each sector has 100 planets and 1,000 buildings to go through, I'm almost certain they seem to upgrade one at a time. It's very frustrating when you're trying to help them in this manner, trying to get things done, but they're not even trying to help themselves. It's kind of frustrating. Upgrade that for them because they're not doing it. As you could see, I will build the Paradise Dome now that I can. And how many food did I need? 17, so I'm going to build another farm. Okay, so yep, that's enough. I don't think I'll get that into the positive. I think there's just too many population, not enough farms. But we'll see how that goes later on. What's the next? The bottom one again. Is that building? Here we go. Boom. So that'd be -1. Okay. So this one up here. How's it going? Oh, it's upgrading the temple. There's 3, 2, and 1 for the upgrade. So this won't upgrade until this has been upgraded. There you go. Need a planetary capital, which is what that's going to upgrade into. So that should be fine. I don't think it'll go to a positive or I think it will be quite low. The food will be like -3 or 4. But I'm more than happy for that for now until I can get everything post-war sorted. But the thing I like about this is you can open and shut the sectors. So the only thing you can't open and shut is your own sector. I wish you could do that one as well, because it does say home sector or whatever, but you've got to scroll all the way down. And this is part of the reason why I don't control a lot and I automate most of it, so I don't have to go through all this when I want to quickly check things. I know it sounds petty, but yeah, that's the that's the way I am. I'm petty. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so why aren't they producing anything? Are they? Oh, this is my research one. Okay, this is within my research sector. Drugma, where's you? Drugma. Frontier. It doesn't matter, but yeah. So all the platforms are gonna have orbital habitats are gonna have -1 food until I upgrade my food processing. So as long as I got positive energy, I'm happy. So I had to come in here and build energy for them because they were using the planetary energy. This is frustrating. Okay. I thought this was supposed to be finished. Oh, the consumer goods gone up. Okay, so there you go, -12 food. So they haven't built. Hang on, they got that. How could it be -12 food? It should be minus. Huh? It's got a -13. How'd that happen? What? There are 12 squares. 6 of them are being fed. How can it be -12? It should be -6. This is what I mean. The game. They're consuming twice as much food. Oh, wait a minute. Was that thing? Was that thing that just popped up? Hang on, it's just this one platform. How much food is it producing? Okay, so here in the factions, that red-eyed monster thing affected one of these factions. So one of these factions is actually eating more food, twice as much food as the rest. So that's why not all the planets are affected, only some of the planets. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Yeah, so this one's affected as well. It's eating twice as much food. As long as this one produces 12 food, that's all I care about. So I need to increase the food production to 12. Which I can't do because I don't seem to have a capital. So how are they building at all without a capital? They can't do anything. Is this it? Again, the capital should have little prongs out to the side that tell you... what is this? No? We're missing... Where is the... Is this it? This ain't it. Yeah, that's not it. I am going to see if I can replace this with ship shelter. I can, which means they somehow built something somewhere without the ability to build it. Let that blow your mind. I don't think it's too doesn't matter too much. I don't care for these anyway, so I'm just going to put it there. And then I've got to replace one of these things with... Oh no I don't, because that will upgrade. That's level 1. That will upgrade eventually. That will produce enough food. That's all I'm worried about. The eventuality of having enough food in the end. Okay, this thing... I thought this was... I thought the robots were being dismantled. Why isn't this... Okay, but what's it doing? Is it actually 14? So I need to... Oh no, I've got food built here. Reassembled shipyard. Again, they seem to have built without the shipyard, which they can't do. Because the shipyard would not have been there. I would never have put the ship... I would never have colonized on that. Again, I don't need the fortress. I'll replace that with the shipyard, the reassembled ship. Okay. This is why you've got to check your planets from time to time for this crap. Okay, I'm not going to do anything just yet. I'll probably go for another 5 or 10 minutes because I'm not sure how long I've been filming for. I think it's a little under, around 40 minutes. I think I've been filming. Okay, so to quickly turn around from a war, you've really got to pause your game. Just quickly check your planets. Because I think it was... Where did I check? Was it here? Yeah. These planets were all pretty much fully fledged out. No, actually, these weren't even colonizable. These were dead worlds. One of these... I don't actually know how they managed to do this. I must have had at least one planet in there for them to have done that. Habitat, Alpha Centauri. So this was a Class M world. I terraformed it to a Gaia world. But earlier, this was pretty much wiped out. Most of the life forms on here were gone, but they've rebuilt themselves. Yeah, okay, research, army, let's see, can I, there we go, food output. Yeah, I'm going to get my food going a little bit better. Okay, I am going to focus on getting to 50,000 because I want that just for the sake of figuring out what this does. Now I could easily use cheats. I know the cheats to give yourself instant builds, extra minerals and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so this civilization which I'm watching is actually entered a golden age. A new industrialization. So it's actually gone from the Bronze Age to industrialization. And eventually they will get to a pre-warp civilization. And they'll start using nuclear power. And the first two that reached the nuclear power actually had a nuclear war and wiped themselves out. I just colonized the planet. Terraformed it to a continental and colonized it. The one down here, there was another one. Oh, I've got that one as well. I got that one. I got this one back. That's what it was. So this one hasn't evolved too much, I think, and this one has just evolved. So out of the four I was watching, the first two annihilated themselves with nuclear war. So I'm hoping at least one of these will actually get to a stage where they'll actually get to a peaceful coexistence and spacefaring. Okay, I've got to check that planet one more time. What? How long does it take to build? The game's going pretty decent speed. I just spoke for a few minutes there, and then that should have been done, but like you saw the other planet I built it on, it pretty much happened pretty quick. Went through a few other planets and went back and it was done. Okay. I'm not even sure. I don't exactly know what this thing is doing. Let's have a look. Well, I'll get rid of this. Create a template, apply template to everything. Yep, it's only one, but anything that makes the consumer goods, even if it's just one population, anything that makes your minerals go down, you want to get rid of it as soon as possible. So I was halfway through going through these. I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the previous. I'm actually... Why? Hang on, what's this research? Oh, modification. So what I'm doing... Is that better be an alien zoo? Good. What I'm doing is... Focusing... Hang on, why didn't... What's this? Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing on my species, and what I'm doing is I'm genetically modifying every last one of them to a continental, because that's what a large portion of my settlements are. And if they're not, I will eventually change them. So as you can see, I've got most of these to like out of the two I had, I've converged them to this. So I got rid of their wastefulness and gave them a bit more happiness, because a lot of stuff is making them unhappy. This one, I think I couldn't actually do anything with this earlier, so I'm going to get rid of that and then add that. Create, apply, and do everything. Apply and start. So I want to get rid of the wasteful nature. I want to... Why can't I apply this? So I'm going to have to recreate this. I'm going to have to go to here, create a template, delete that to make it the same as that. What's this? Society output. Why can't I apply this? Anyway, this war really screwed me. It put me back, what, 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. I was easily going to have this Galactic Wonder built by now, because I was getting 600 plus minerals. But because I had to build my fleet up, that's changed everything. Hang on, how did I get that? Still Galactic Traditions. Where did I get this extra starbase from? Oh, population. My population's starting to grow after the war, so I've got an extra starbase. Mineral production. I'm going to have to... I would prefer to focus on weapons, but I want to get my minerals back up. And before the war broke out, I was actually starting to put... I lost my constructors. Okay, awesome. I was actually building a lot of habitats. So what I was going to do is I was going to build a whole heap of habitats throughout this sector and just increase my research all the way through. Now I've lost 1, 2... Research complete. Hang on. Don't care about building costs. I'll increase my energy production. So I've lost those two to another empire, and I can't add those to my whatchamacallit, my sector because they're not connected. Actually, I might be able to connect it through this system and have those. Oh no, they're connected. I can't connect this one. But I can still turn these into, even though I'm managing them, I can still turn these into research sectors. Like I just build research on them like they would here. It's not too much of a hassle. It's just I wanted to have them connected so they'd all interact together. I just don't like, having to handle all this stuff, because this thing and this thing is everything I handle. For every habitat I put in here and here, it's going to draw this out. So I don't like having habitats or planets there. Like I like to have my planet and that's it. Maybe a few habitats in that sector. Something that doesn't drag it out too far. Awesome. Another species has been modified. I am going to... I don't know how you can delete this so that only this shows up. Like, there's 0 there and 0 there. I'd rather get rid of that completely. Again, you'll see here, I can create a template where I remove that and add that. Create template. Same. Hang on, where did that other one... Oh, it's replaced it. It's replaced the one that was here. Okay, apply template and get rid of that. Anything that gets rid of this damn wastefulness. If you ever do an empire, do not use this wasteful consumer thing. I did not realize how pathetic this trait is, how useless it is. Set rights. Full citizenship. Why wouldn't I have them as transcend... Oh, I can't. What does chemical bliss do? Oh, hell no. No. Ah, so I can't actually get... See, the whole point of my civilization was to bring everyone into it. I'm more than happy to do this, but the game won't allow it. You're supposed to play your own way, so how are you supposed to allow it? Yeah, full military service. They're allowed to call... I see, I should have turned this off. But that probably would have made them unhappy. But they keep colonizing continental worlds, and they're a desert species. That doesn't make any sense. I don't want to control them. Don't use slaves, and I don't use purge. Assimilation. Full citizenship, yeah. Okay. Assimilation is something I could have tried. I didn't realise that was there, but I don't want to make this species entirely unhappy. So what I'll do... So there's 0 in that, but in here... There's 0 there, but I can alter them. But I can alter them 1. Let's create a template. Let's see, what's this do? Don't care for that. Don't care for that. So I think you actually have to remove one. I don't think you can add... Yeah, so that doesn't work anyway. So here I've got 2. Okay. So what's this? Don't really care. I want to do that. That doesn't count as a trait point because you're swapping one for the other, so it's just 1 for 1. So it's not actually a trait point. You can do whatever you want there. This costs 2 points, which I can do. Okay. Nope. Nope. There's only a few of them. There's only 2 in my entire civilization. Okay, it's either Research or minerals. They're the two I need to focus on getting right up there. Create template, apply template to all of them. Apply and do. Okay, so you'll see that there will no longer be a ocean preference. I thought these were the desert ones. Okay. These are elf-like. Why? Oh, they're psychic. Okay, they've actually gained psychic abilities. If nothing else, I want to change them to a continental. I can add. No, I can't add any traits. Okay, I'm not going to do that until the other one's finished. Actually, I'm actually just going to end the video here. Didn't I just get that? I'm just going to end the video here. I think I've been going for close to an hour at this point. So you see, this was basically post-war management. I'm going to have to focus on getting that to 50,000. I just want to see if it's even remotely worth having a Dyson Sphere. So the next few videos now, instead of being 2, it could be dragged out to 4 or 5. But like I said, no matter where I am at level 40, video 40, I am going to stop this playthrough. I will save the game, so at level video 40, for whatever crazy reason you want me to continue playing, I will do that. I'll have to have a few people say, yeah, go on. I'm not going to do it for one person. But yeah, this game has backfired on me completely. I thought, you know, I've played the game, I know how it works. I can start a fresh playthrough without learning the new dynamics of the game. Yeah, it did not work. It backfired on me majorly. I screwed up early on because I didn't realize what the outpost and the influence major changes, the energy costs, everything up here. These three alone, in the way they've changed in maintenance and what they are used for, those 3 alone just threw me for the game. And those are these three here, the food, the minerals, and the energy, are the 3 main ones you've got to keep high. But now that influence has completely changed, food's basically exactly the same. I'll just get a new recruit, so I won't even bother looking at who it was. Food stayed exactly the same. You produce food. The only difference in food is now it's pulled as a universal thing. So if you got all your food being produced right here, it will feed the entire galaxy with no penalty from what I can see. It might be like 1.1 food instead of 1 food for the feeding, but I don't even... Whoa, see that? Look, my food just disappeared. What the hell happened? Oh, the happiness dropped. I think the happiness might have dropped. Oh, no. See, look at that. For no reason, it dropped half and then jumped back up. I'm not imagining this. So you want to keep your food, you want to keep everything high. At this late a stage, like I said, I was up at 600 plus, 300 plus. At this latest game stage, you want that to be these to be half 1,000, you know, if not 1,000, at least half 1,000. You want to get that right up there. Okay, so post-war rebuilding, making sure everything's fine. It took a lot longer than I anticipated. Okay, I will save the game. Agree, and then exit to the desktop. Okay, I'll end my videos the same way. Platforms I use, the games that are connected to those platforms, the game I'm actually playing at the moment, or the ones I have videos of, will be up here. I also do Arc. If you have any other platforms or games you want me to try out, let me know in a comment. I'm not so much asking for likes and subscribes as I am asking for comments on how to make this channel better. Please keep the comments civil, and I'll see you in the next video.